This is Project 13 from the ARduino Project Handbook, Volume 1 by Mark Geddes. In this project, you'll set up a weather station to measure temperature and humidity, and you'll display these values on an LCD screen. This is a great project to monitor indoor plants, a terrarium, or even, if you want to use longer wires, outside weather conditions. The weather sensor used in this project is a DHT11, which measures both humidity and temperature. This is the weather sensor. Its output is displayed in real time on an LCD screen. You can adjust the brightness of the LCD display for daytime and nighttime viewing using the potentiometer here. We're building it on a WorkBench Project Development Kit from PhaseDoc, and you can learn more about the WorkBench PDK at phasedoc.com. An Arduino controls the project, and we use breadboards to mount the LCD, the sensor, and the potentiometer. Let's build it. This video is intended to supplement the Arduino Project Handbook, not replace it. So unless we note changes or additions, you can assume that you should follow the handbook instructions carefully. Let's get started by assembling the Arduino and breadboards on the workbench. You can use two 400-pin breadboards or one 700-pin breadboard with the workbench. We recommend using the two 400-pin breadboards in this configuration. It enables you to put the Arduino center top with the digital sensor pins facing towards one of the breadboards. Like that. Then you can put the second breadboard below and to the left. This leaves us room for the battery on the right. Now you can install the hardware components. Start by inserting the LCD screen into the first breadboard, in line with the digital sensor pins on the Arduino. Plug the potentiometer and the weather sensor into the other breadboard. Have them facing out for easy access. For the weather sensor, that means pointing the blue plastic cover outwards. That's where the actual sensor is. Start the wiring by adding the power and the ground from the Arduino to this breadboard. Now wire the potentiometer. You get power and ground from this breadboard, and the sensor wire goes to the LCD screen to control brightness. Our potentiometer sometimes had a bad connection, so check the connection if you don't get the results you want right away. In this step, you'll wire the weather station sensor. Heads up on this one. The DHT11 temperature humidity sensor from ARduino uses a different pinout from the one shown in the project handbook. So when you're looking at the ARduino DHT11 sensor from the front, which is the blue side, data is on the left, power in the middle, and ground on the right. So be sure you check the configuration for your particular sensor before you wire it up. It'll save you a lot of frustration by getting this correct from the beginning. Now wire the LCD screen to the Arduino. Follow the project handbook carefully. There are a lot of jumper wires in this step, and you want to be certain you get them in the right place. You're almost there. Upload the code to the Arduino. Be sure to see the Arduino Project Handbook for the details. Then for power, go ahead and plug it into your battery or leave it plugged into your computer. If it's working properly, you'll get a reading like this one from the LCD. If it's wired incorrectly, the LCD will display 0% humidity and 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and it will also flash failed to read. You'll have to check your wiring and try again. Another simple test of your project is to breathe on the temperature humidity sensor. At that point, you should see both the temperature and humidity rise quickly. Awesome! You have a working weather station. For a real-world application, you can mount the sensor outdoors, but be sure to keep the LCD and the Arduino protected from the elements. You can use the workbench cover for protection. And the workbench base, with its notch in the handle, makes it easy to hang your weather station on the wall.